Hi, before you watch this video, I just wanted to go over the key takeaways that you can glean from this thing. For one thing, we don't want to till or mow anything in our food plots in the summertime. You're going to dry out your soil. You're going to kill the biota that's down underneath the soil that helps out your plants. The other thing is that you want to plant species that can handle the hot weather and can be drilled in deep, and use a seed drill. Don't try to broadcast anything in the summer. It won't work. Don't try to plant clover in the summer. You're just going to waste a lot of money and time. Wait until fall if you want to get clover plots started. Now in this case, we sprayed a cornfield down since it got taken over by stiltgrass. And normally I don't like to use a lot of herbicide, but in this case we had to get rid of that stiltgrass somehow. And we're going to drill through what's left over from that. We're planting warm weather species. We're going to put in corn, oats, and cowpeas together. So some species that work well in the summertime are corn, sorghum, cowpeas, sunn, hemp, oats, sometimes buckwheat. I'm not a big buckwheat fan, but buckwheat is a good summertime crop. The other thing is, I think the last takeaway that I went over in this video is position your food plots where you can get in. If you want to hunt food plots, you want to be able to enter from the road or where you're coming from up a trail. You want to be able to get in there, get into your stand, hunt, and then leave your stand without ever being detected. So when you're laying out your food plots and your plantings in your fields, make sure that you plant in such a way that you can hunt for deer that are coming to the food plot or in it and leaving the food plot without being spooked. As soon as deer know that you're hunting, they're just not going to come into that food plot until dark, and they're going to be out of there at 2 o'clock in the morning. You'll never see anything. All right, so enjoy, and I'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, I'm back at the property that I was describing, that we cut some old clear cuts that were growing up and replanted them into food plots. And so now I'm up where I talked about having a long shot to the one food plot from here. This is a gas well storage site. So they excavated this whole hillside. That's why it's open. Put a gas storage well in. And right there is 500 yards to that one food plot that I was talking about. And it's about a maximum of 300 yard shot down across this opening. So if you look across the well pad, that's all, there's a good 5 acres of field there, and they brought in topsoil and lime and fertilized everything, planted it. And there is some clover and grasses here. It's a little sparse, but there's bird's foot trefoil in this mix, and they obviously sprayed this on with a hydroseeder. And it's okay, but it's the steep sides we're not going to mess with. But today we're going to plant that flat area down there. We're going to put in a summer mix that has corn and some other things. It'll have some cowpeas and things like that for the summer. And then we'll put on some fall food plots later. So that's about it for here. If you need to see that first video, I'll put a link to it up at the top here. So I'm waiting for Carl to get here with the seed drill, and we'll start drilling some corn in down below. We'll start there. But this is going to be terrific. If we had, can you imagine if we had a redneck sitting right here? The public road, I don't know if you can hear that car going by. There's a public road right there. Park there, sneak in 50 yards, climb into your stand. No deer are ever going to see you, smell you, hear you. You can shoot 300 yards in any direction here. So We get some good food in here to attract them, and we'll have a great hunting spot. These other spots are also going to be great. So 3, 4, 5 guys could hunt this tract all at the same time without really getting in each other's way. I think this is going to work out really great for the landowner. All right, I'll see you down at the cornfield. Now I'm going to scold the landowner. I know he watches all these. You can see how nice this food plot was until he mowed it. He went around this with the mower. You see how the soil is shaded? It's still dry down there, but it's better than this over here, which is about the consistency of concrete, because he mowed it real close. Not good. So here it is, June. If you don't have something up and growing and canopied by now, your soil's going to be very dry. So the other thing about mowing is that you get this stuff. You know, seeds can't germinate underneath that kind of duff layer, especially small seeds. So hopefully we'll get enough persistent rain this summer that we can get some kind of a crop growing here. But this, boy, that's dry. I can't get down to the moisture with my foot. So we'll probably end up planting pretty deep to try to get down to the moisture. Let's see what this looks like over here. You guys that have mowers and you like to mow your clover plots, put your mower away unless you have a really good reason to mow, like your weeds are about to go to seed head. Put it away. Now in here we have crimson clover that's getting ready to hard seed, and you could go over that crimson clover with a cultipacker, shake it out of there, get it in contact with the soil. But I wouldn't even do that until fall, and that'll reseed itself. We have a darn good stand of clover. I mean, there's bare spots here, but this is an area where there's water seeping to the surface. That's why nothing grew there. I believe that's berseem, alsike, there's red clover of some kind, and there's crimson clover in here. So they put a nice clover mix on, and in certain places it came in pretty thick, so that's not bad considering the site conditions.
This is we call it box A or box B. It's for grains, grasses, and larger seeds. Corn can go in it. It seeds deeper into the double disc openers first. This is box A for legumes and real small seeds, and it seeds a little shallower behind the double disc opener. And then box C is for fluffies like broom sedge and
so warm season grasses.
Warm season grasses, basically. Yep. And it seeds out of the big tube, just little ground contact in the press wheel. So
yeah, warm season grass you want on top.
Yeah.
Scalloped openers so that you can kind of rough things up a little bit.
Yep.
Then drill in with your double disc openers.
And we use the hard pack wheels like that, and the pressure's adjustable on them here, and how much we can tilt the machine with the top one to change it a little bit on the go if we need to.
Pack it in.
Yeah.
Okay, in this field we're going to plant corn, cowpeas, and oats. And theoretically, the corn will come up, cowpeas will go right up with it, and you'll have a nice stand of forage. This got sprayed off, and so it's clean field pretty much. And with a little rain, this is kind of a moist site anyway, so it should come up no problem. And a guy can sneak up here and get up on that hill and see down into the corn and probably whack a deer. This is going to be high oil corn. Should be nice and tasty. And he's going to fence this off with an electric fence. Keep the deer off of it until it can get up to your waist or so, and then I'll let it take off.
That shit's hard too.
Pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not too bad. The stuff's sitting on top, eh?
Well, that is.
I mean, that just kind of came out of.
Those aren't there. They're going down.
I want you to lift up a little and see what your corn spacing is. Hi, I'm Steve Chilcote. I'm here working on a forest management and wildlife habitat plan for a client. I want to tell you about my services. I graduated from Penn State University with a wildlife degree back in the 70s. Later on, I went back for a master's in forestry. Since then, I've been working in real estate, buying and selling timberland for people, helping them improve their properties, and doing timber sales, wildlife habitat work, and real estate services. So if you need any help with your property, give me a call. We can do up a management plan for your property, and I'll help you implement that plan every step of the way. If you want to sell land or you're looking to buy some land for hunting or for investment, give me a call and I'll help you out anywhere in Pennsylvania. All right, hope to hear from you soon.